Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life was Disney and Rare's Pirates of the Caribbean crossover. It was fucking awesome. Easily the biggest update the game has ever seen. It got 3 bajillion players to join the game and everybody loved it. Just kidding, I forgot to mention the vocal minority of players who hate any and all story content. They exist too. Like leeches. All that being said, I don't see a lot of discussion in the community about a potential sequel, which I actually think is likely. I think I have a good amount of evidence, but this is all purely speculation and concepts. If you have anything you'd want to see in a sequel, comment down below. I respond to almost every comment I can. Let's dive in. There is a lot in A Pirate's Life that leaves questions about the Pirates of the Caribbean characters. Who is the girl Calypso mentioned that Jack owed a promise to in Tall Tale 5?
Remember, Jack, you made her a promise.
I'm afraid Theodorn was correct.
What is the fate of the Wild Rose characters? When did Davy Jones and the Cap'n meet? There are plenty more, but I seriously don't think Rare would tease something in the story they couldn't later deliver on. They've always been mostly great at tying things together, and especially throughout the latest storylines. I feel like this next one is the most likely reason we would see a sequel to this update. A Pirate's Life was a record-breaking update. It was the biggest update for the game and opened up so many opportunities. It was by far the biggest crossover for the game, and it put SOT on the map for so many people, no pun intended. In June 2021, Sea of Thieves hit 4.8 million players just logging on that month. Sea of Thieves is popular, but it's always slipped past the mainstream eye. This update changed that, for sure. Also, Jack literally swore on his name in Tall Tale 5 that he would come back.
Someone needs to stay and keep this place lively for me till I return, eh? Trust me, I will return, mate. Or my name isn't... well, you know the rest.
If that isn't proof itself, then I don't know what is. All that being said, what'll it be like? If the Black Pearl sailed back into the Sea of Thieves, I think it would be much like the first time. But personally, I would like to see a lot more tales just focus on the adventure and exploration. The first Tall Tale, A Pirate's Life, not to be mistook for the name of the fucking update, seriously Rare?
Devil's Ridge, the Devil's Roar, Devil's Thirst. Once again proving that pirates are an unimaginative lot when it comes to naming things.
Anyway, as I was saying, the first Tall Tale in this update brought us a big town built out of crashed ships, and it had plenty to explore. It was kind of like an exploration hub with a main path to progress, but a couple side attractions too. Like a theme park. Oh, I get it. More of these experiences are what I want to see from Tall Tales. I love theme parks so much. Here's a picture I got at Disney a few months back. There is a lot of gameplay and story potential for more areas like these, especially if we implement that kind of thing into the open world islands. I would seriously love some more interactivity with the world like that. I really wouldn't want to see Davy Jones come back. That would feel even more tired and boring than bringing him in the game the first time. I know that he's the most popular villain from those movies, and I love him in those movies, but in this game he does not have the narrative grip to sustain another go-round, you know? Honestly, we have plenty of villains in the Sea of Thieves universe to deal with. Flameheart, Grey Marrow, the Cap'n. I would seriously prefer just to see the Sea of Thieves characters deal with these guys, but if Jack is going to come back, I think this is the most likely story scenario. The least likely scenario is the one I would probably like the most. Just tall tales about adventuring, maybe with a big overarching theme like the Shores of Gold. The most fun I had in A Pirate's Life was learning about the Sea of Thieves story and going on those adventures, and while I really like those movies despite all their flaws, the movie references were the parts I liked the least. Trust me, I really do like that original trilogy. I just think the ride is so much cooler!